What up, guys? Kevin here. Book review time. More of an audiobook. I'll get to that in a minute. Review. We're doing Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. You don't know who David Goggins is. He's just this freak of nature who just pushes himself to the limit and then pushes himself even past that. And that's what this book is about, is just him digging deep and doing just some crazy shit. And there's some self-help stuff too. But yeah, this book was such a good cleanse because I've been reading a lot of fiction, a lot of fantasy, a lot of sci-fi, and that was just starting to be very boring, just fake life shit. And I was tired of reading imaginary land. I'm like, let me get back to Earth. Let me get back to the place where I live and learn about this dude, David Goggins. I first heard about him about a year ago. I think I was looking up videos on how to run because I hate running, but I'm always jealous of people that can just run, just get up and run. And I still suck at running, maybe one day. But I came across his videos and shorts. I think maybe the biggest thing he's done was like Joe Rogan. But there's a lot of stuff on there. He's just a freak of nature. His life is crazy. That's what this book is about. Now, for me, I read the demo. I got a Kindle Color Soft. Few weeks ago, so I got the demo. I like to just read the demo of the book, and if it's good enough, I'll buy it. So I read it, the demo, then I bought the book, and the Kindle version's like $10, and then Amazon does this thing where they give you the audiobook for like $6. Usually audiobooks or from Audible are like $25, but it's actually cheaper to get the Kindle, and then they give you the offer for the Audible version for $6. And what's important about that is I've never heard an audiobook like this one. It's kind of like commentary, like DVD commentary. You got the narrator who, I don't like the narrator. That's probably my biggest turnoff to this book, at least the audio version. It's some dude. He sounds like the TikTok dude that narrates, the AI TikTok dude that narrates all these TikToks that people use. It sounds like him, and if I'm him, I would probably sue everybody because it sounds like his exact voice. Just that nasally, nerdy voice. And he'll do the audiobook, and then, like, after the section of a chapter or towards the end of the chapter, David Goggins will, like, just pop in, and they'll do kind of like it turns into a podcast or just commentary. Like, hey, do you want to speak on that? But yeah, David Goggins is just a freak of nature, just kind of goes through his life. He had it very hard, a very abusive father, and just going through crazy shit his entire life. And if you just know him from just some dude, my thing with these influencers, these like health influencers and fitness influencers, it's like, yeah, that's what you get paid to do. Like you wake up and your job is to be fit, eat healthy, whatever. That's what you're spending your 40 hours doing. Yeah, and most people, especially like me, like, hey, dude, I got to wake up and like at 7 o'clock, I got to go be somewhere. And I ain't getting home until like 8:30 because I work my ass off. I ain't got time for this shit. You read this book where David Goggins, yeah, a lot of his life, military and stuff. He has time for it, but yeah, there's a section where he's like, because throughout the book, I'm like, yeah, you got free time to be this weird freak. Be weird. That's one of his like mottos is be weird, be different. But yeah, there's a part where he gets like a full-time job and he's still a freak of nature doing all this crazy shit. He's like, I'm running to work 10 miles. I'm like waking up and going for my normal run, and then I'm running to work, and then on my lunch I am going for another run, and then I'm going to go bike, and then I'm going to do all this other stuff. So he loves it. He says he hates it. Like, I hate it. I hate running. I hate doing all this, but that's what he loves. He's addicted to pushing himself. That's what I got away from this book is, yeah, we can all be a little bit like David Goggins, but this man is addicted. And there's a lot of failures. There is a lot of failures. I think most chapters he's failing. whether it be he went through Bud's training, I think like twice. I think he did like 3 times total. Then Army Ranger, and then Delta Force. In Delta Force, he there's one, I don't want to spoil anything, but he failed one of them, and it was stupid. I'm like, how dumb can you be? He was right there. But it's just fascinating, and just all the ups and downs of this dude, and he's just a freak. All these ultra marathons, the one in Death Valley, and I live in Arizona, and I was doing good from like March up until like June, going out and getting my run in, and then it just got too hot. I was like, screw this. I'll just do this at the gym. It's too damn hot. And then I hate going to the gym, so I just stopped going to the gym, and then I just became a lazy sack of shit over the summer, and I'm trying to get back. And I'm just picturing like just David Goggins in my head, like, you pussy. And there's one thing I learned about David Goggins is like, this is such his lifestyle that I think he resents people not pushing themselves and not being better. And it kind of came across and alienated him from his peers. And I don't think in the book it really came across that he needed to change his ways. He's like, no, fuck that, you pussies. Get on my level. And he meets people that are on his level, and he just becomes good friends with them. But it's a great book. There's challenges at the end of each chapter, kind of the self-help portion. Something about like, putting sticky notes on how to make yourself better on the mirror. Nothing really like mind-blowing or stuff I haven't seen before. I think a couple I liked. The schedule, like write out your schedule. You got like 100 and whatever hours each week that you're awake to do shit. So go do shit. That one, and then the 40% rule or whatever he has, where like you're doing something and as soon as you crash out and want to give up, you've only reached 40% of your potential. And I'm like, oh, that's absolutely true. Because like when I go on runs, I always hit that point where I just want to die. I just want to lay down and die. And then like 1, 2, 5 minutes later, I just push through it. And then I reach that second zone where I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. Let's go for another 60%. But yeah, just a great entertaining. It was entertaining to read this book. I wouldn't read this book to, I don't know, maybe it is kind of motivational as hell though. It is motivational as hell. I'm trying to think, I've definitely pushed my workouts a little bit harder the last couple of weeks reading this. I'm not going David Goggins crazy. The only thing that kind of annoyed me about because I've mainly listened to the Audible version of this book because that weird commentary way that it was done with David Goggins jumping in and telling even extra stories. There's little side stories that aren't even in the book. The narrator was just, it wasn't like, he was in awe of him, and then he kept like interjecting with, I like to go out like 1,000 feet out into the sea and swim. And I'm just like, David Goggins does that in his sleep. It's like he was trying to oppress David Goggins. I'm like, you can't. Stop trying to oppress the guy. But anyways, yeah, like $16, get the Kindle, get the Audible version, or just get the paperback. Absolutely worth it. Just an interesting dude. You read it and this guy is a freak. This guy is an absolute freak. I don't think there's anyone like him. I really don't. And his story is like he was just a piece of shit nobody, a loser, being bullied, fat, pretty damn fat fuck. He had to lose like over 100 pounds in 3 months. And like looking back, that was the easy part. That was like the easy part of his story, was losing like 100 pounds in 3 months. And then just all the other crazy shit that he goes through from there. A lot of tragedies and stuff. But yeah, awesome book. 5 out of 5 stars. 10 out of 10. I don't know what my rating is, but my rating scale, but absolute, just a good read, especially all the just nonsense fiction, sci-fi crap that I've been reading lately. This was a good, just real life cleanse and seeing this guy is just a badass superhero stuff. It makes me think, yeah, anything is possible. Anything really is possible. But you know what is possible? Me ending this video, I'm going back to being a piece of shit that I am. But I think it's okay to just enjoy your life and be comfortable. Don't tell David Goggins that. So I'm gonna go be comfortable, play video games, eat a juicy cheeseburger, and sign off here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.